What's going on, guys? Today we've got some sniping gameplay with the X50 with the gold camo on it, just to show the gold camo off, because I don't think I've really done that. But in all honesty, I'm really ill at the moment. You can probably hear it from my voice. It's probably a little bit raspy or whatever. I got some virus or something and I'm not really well at all. I got about an hour's sleep last night. I've been using the Orbis oil and stuff like that, trying to get my breathing back and stuff, and my inhalers and other things, and I'm struggling to, you know, get words out and stuff like that. So if this video is a little bit hit and miss, please forgive me. I will be trying to improve on that. I'm obviously going to be trying to get better and get better at getting back into the swing and making videos and everything after all the PC issues that I had and everything like that. But hopefully you guys enjoy the sniping gameplay. I went off in this game. Now, in all honesty, today's topic, Infinite Warfare, not Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare's current state. The current state of Modern Warfare is the video title probably. What do I think of the game currently? I really haven't played much of the game lately, and I really think that's just down to the way that it has been playing lately. When I was playing it quite a lot, and when I was doing different things and stuff like that, I basically have ended up taking a backseat on the gaming side of things, because this game hasn't been that enjoyable for me. And I think a lot of people are starting to get the same way. A lot of people are starting to, you know, think the same way I am about the game, which is, it's a good game and it has lots of potential, but the developers really need to take on board what the community is saying and what the community feedback is and make changes to the game. It's reminiscent of Call of Duty World War II, when Michael Condrey and Schofield were there. Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey were at Sledgehammer Games making Call of Duty World War II. What happened is they had a vision that they didn't want to deviate from at all. And the issue with that is, because they didn't deviate from what the vision of the game was, the community got bored of the game, the community got frustrated, a lot of people started to leave. However, once Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey got basically promoted to Activision as, you know, CEOs of Activision or whatever it was that they ended up getting promoted to, or sacked or fired from Sledgehammer but moved into Activision. Not entirely sure what happened or anything like that, but I don't really care. Once they got moved away from Sledgehammer Games, World War II improved immensely. Now, I'm not saying that that should happen to Joe Seacott and the people over at Infinity Ward, but what I'm saying is that they need to take a similar direction and a similar step in the way that this game is being handled right now. They need to listen to the community, they need to implement a few things that we're asking for to improve the game on a massive, massive level. And I personally think if they do take, you know, a few good things and a few bad things from, you know, the way that the games are being played and everything like that, I personally think that it's going to make the games a lot more enjoyable, a lot more fun, and people are going to stick around. Whereas if they continue to just sit on this sort of cesspool of rubbish that's going on at the moment, I personally think a lot of people are going to just end up going away from this game, and I think that that's going to really affect the community, because a lot of people are going to start splitting off to Modern Warfare Remastered, Call of Duty World War II, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty Ghost, or whatever games they want to play. People are going to start going back to all the Call of Duty games much sooner than we expect, because they're basically not listening to the community. Another thing is, they need to just start implementing changes to make the connections better, make things more consistent, make things, you know, so people can be more happy with the gameplay experience that they're having. Personally, I am enjoying the game, but it's frustrating as hell going 32-11 in one game and then going into the next game and struggling to keep a positive KD. Yes, I understand that variety is important, and having different skilled players and different balanced teams and stuff like that is going to happen, but generally in all of the Call of Duty games, if I'm playing well, I can usually play pretty well in like 5 or 6 games back to back to back to back. And for me, that's what's frustrating about this game. I don't always do well, I can't always do well, and I think that is something that is frustrating a lot of people, because we kind of get into the mindset of, well, I should be able to just do whatever I want and play the game however I want and still be able to do well in the game. Now, I'll be honest, I've run around with all sorts of weapons in this game so far, whether it be pistols or anything else. I've actually played with most of the pistols. I've actually played with the Deagle on its own. I've played with the M19, I think, in like hardcore and stuff. And I did pretty well with it. I did actually play well and I did enjoy myself. But I think a lot of people's experience is not like that. A lot of people's experience thinks that, you know, there's a lot that needs work in this game. And I have to agree, there is a lot of work that needs to be done to get this game to a place where it needs to be, to keep the player base it currently has very happy and obviously looking forward into the future and stuff like that. I think that is very, very, very important. Now, one thing that a lot of people are probably going to have brought up in the comment section is skill-based matchmaking. People are digging and digging and digging for any sign of skill-based matchmaking. And I have to say it's getting a bit ridiculous now, because they've found patterns from like 2017 that basically say that, oh, loot box system, this, that and the other, if certain people have bought certain items, you get matched up with them because it means that you'll want to have that item because they have it, you'll want to buy it. Or another pattern that people have now started to bring up as well, which was also filed in 2017, is the fact that there is a pattern that basically says the better players will have smaller hitboxes to aim for. So basically, the better you get at the game, the smaller the target is on the player that you're trying to hit. What people have missed is the fact that this is not multiplayer. And this is also an Activision pattern, not a Call of Duty or Infinity Ward pattern. It's not a Treyarch pattern, it's not any of those, it's Activision's pattern. And Activision has tons and tons of patterns because that's what they do. They come up with an idea that might work or they think might be good to implement, and they patent it before anyone else can, so that they have the rights to it, and if anyone does try and take what they have put in that pattern for use of their own design and stuff like that, what happens then? Well, Activision then has the rights to sue that company and make a lot of money out of it because they've patented that idea, someone has basically stolen their idea. That's what a pattern is. It does not mean that it's implemented in Modern Warfare. It does not mean that there isn't any skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare either. But what I can say is that patterns aren't always implemented. Patterns aren't gospel. And just because they patented it in 2017 doesn't mean we've experienced it for the past couple of years. It doesn't even mean that we may ever experience it in our lifetime. Companies make patents all the time on technologies, on softwares, on devices, on anything else that you can think of. Video games, music making software. Adobe even has patents for the software that they have and certain things that are implemented into them so nobody can steal that idea from them. And that essentially is a patent. And that's why you can't just take, oh, this matchmaking system is in Modern Warfare because it was patented 2 years ago. You just can't put that into a thing. Yes, we can't prove that skill-based matchmaking isn't in the game because it seems to be based on some sort of elo system of how well you do in your previous games. If you don't play very often, then obviously it's harder for it to do that. Which to me is a stupid idea. But again, the patent that they filed is to make it harder for the players that are better at the game to be able to play. And it basically means that anyone that does play the game and enjoy it will eventually end up running into not being able to hit people and stuff like that, not because of connection, but because the hitboxes have gotten smaller. Which, to me, if the game was calculating all that in the back end of the game and everything like that, your Xbox would not run it. Your PS4 or PC would just not run it, because they would have to have some mega server out in the Atlantic or somewhere that was dealing with all this collated data all the time, and it would make the game run like absolute shit because of the amount of resources that it would require to implement. It's just not worth it in my opinion. I just don't think it's a thing. So, either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. I'm sorry for the cold and the horrible voice probably, but either way, hope you guys enjoyed this sniping gameplay here on this map, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully it'll be Friday, and hopefully it'll be an interesting video for you guys. I'll tell you guys in the next one. Peace.